Hi everybody, I'm Janine Hawkins. I'm at Bleating Heart on Twitter. And we're back with the Witching Hour, which is the thing I do every day in October. This is our 5th year. The previous seasons, years, whatever you want to call them, we've done a Magician's Quest game. We've done multiple Magician's Quest games, most of them in Japanese. The Tongari Boushi series, very good series. Very Animal Crossing meets, a magic school. It doesn't need to be a franchise in particular, just a magic school. But this year, because we were out of those games, I decided to switch up to something a little similar but different. One of my favorite games, Fantasy Life. We're playing mainly the Wizard route and the Alchemist route, because I hadn't played those before when I played the game. So yeah, and we're here every day in October. There will probably be some gaps. Tomorrow I'm doing Thanksgiving dinner, so we'll see how I feel when I get back from that. And also, a fun thing, I'm gonna be in Vancouver, starting next week and some of the week after that, because Friends at the Table is gonna be doing a live thingy at Shucks, the Shut Up and Sit Down Expo. I don't know what the X stands for actually, because it's just Shucks on all the material. And that'll be fun. The plan is for it to be a chunk of us, not the whole team, unfortunately. Someday we'll get there, but a pretty big chunk of us are going to be there playing a game live. We're gonna meet some people. It'll be really fun. A lot of the other cast members have been able to do live meet and greety kind of things, but I haven't yet because I'm in Canada. So I, of course, was not going to miss the opportunity to do one domestically. So I'm very excited about that. But that'll mean that I'll be in an Airbnb for a big chunk of... there'll be about a week where I'm not really sure. I'm going to bring all my stuff, so we'll see how it goes. But I can't make any guarantees about consistency there, because I'll also be like in a large group of friends, and it'll be kind of weird if I have to be like, okay, I need to disappear into my room for 2 hours to play this game alone. Or alternately, hey, I'm gonna do this while y'all are around here, and like the mic will maybe half pick up what's going on, and I think my dream would totally be to do the Witching Hour at a table with like a bunch of people, and like the microphone just picks us all up and it works wonderfully. But I don't know if that's how it's gonna work. I don't know if schedules will permit, and certainly on the days of the convention itself, we're probably not gonna want to do that. But I don't want to make promises either way, but I would like to at least do a couple streams while I'm there, so we're not completely missing that time. So anyway, let's hop over here to our menu and our spooky chat ghost. And my cords are all tangled. This isn't great. Okay. All right. I've never been to Vancouver, so I'm very excited to go. I'm excited enough about the trip to not worry about the fact that, like, oh, I'm gonna be performing a thing in public with people around. And, people who can, like, see my face. Because, as you may notice, I don't usually do, like, webcams and stuff like that, even when I'm streaming. I'm not, like... I think I'm a normal degree of self-conscious about my appearance as like a plus-size lady. Well, that's kind of sad. That's a sad statement, isn't it, actually? I don't pretend I didn't say that. That's awful. But I am, I think a lot of people are self-conscious about their appearance, and I would be one of them. I'm a lot less than I used to be. I used to be way, 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 way more self-conscious, but I think maybe that's part of getting older, is like you kind of stop giving as much of a shit, I guess. there's less of an expectation that you like. I feel like when you're a teen or when you're in your 20s, there's like an expectation that you should be attractive. But once you cross 30, it's like, well, you just have fun. And I'm okay with that, frankly. I'm fine with that. The fewer expectations, the better. To be clear, that's it's bullshit. Like, if people are 30 can be attractive. I'm not saying these are things I believe. I'm saying this is like a the way it feels in society to exist in society. Does that make sense? I should stop saying things. It's fine. We're having a good time here. Everyone's nervous about stuff. I've also been doing a lot of stuff to like address my insecurities directly, which helps, I think. It was a lot of stuff that for a long time I just didn't feel like I could do anything about. I'm supposed to go up here, right? Yes, okay. Because there's like, you know, there's a financial aspect, there is an aspect of just like, it's overwhelming to deal with, and so chipping away at that stuff has been really helpful. Also, I guess in an indirect way, that's like because of Friends at the Table. Not even indirect, like the Patreon has made it so I don't have to stress quite so much about a lot of little things. I can just kind of afford to do the things I need to do. And that's nice. This is a good song. Listen to this good song. I had totally forgotten about this one. I'm still self-conscious, but like, it's weirdly less than it was when a bunch of us went to Art and Jess's wedding. I had like a big revelation of like, you know, the people I'm going to see don't care. They don't care. Like, they don't care if my skin is a little less clear than usual, or like if I'm carrying more weight in my face than usual, or fucking whatever. None of them give a shit. And that's the great thing about having good friends, is they don't fucking care if you think your face is a little fatter than it used to be. It's fine. And the great thing about meeting strangers is they don't know. No one has any idea of the standard you were holding yourself to from like a decade ago or whatever. They just know you are who you are. And if you're a fun person and you're a nice person, most people are so much more worried about themselves than they are worried about you. You know what I mean? Like, everyone's wrapped up in their own stuff. Everyone has their own story. Everyone has their own insecurities. And unless someone is a real asshole, they're probably way more concerned with their own shit that they're scared that you are seeing, you know? This is my pep talk that I'm giving while I cut down trees. Trying to find the sweet spot here. There we go. There it is. It was a good realization. That realization came in the middle of me, like, doing a lot of shopping and being really unhappy, because it's one of those things of, like, if I get the perfect outfit, no one will know how gross I think I look. And that's also, like, a depressing thing to think. But that is definitely where I was at that point. And then having that realization was freeing, of just, like, just wear what I like. Just wear the stuff that I think is cute. And have fun with my friends. And I did that. I wore stuff I thought was cute, and I had fun with my friends. And I'm sure a lot of that has... I'm sure there are points in my life when I wouldn't have been able to feel that way, because it's not just like you have to hear the magical thing and then you believe it, right? Like sometimes your brain is in a place where you won't hear that, or you will think that you're an exception to it or whatever, and it's not a thing that can be helped. And I'm pretty sure like a few years ago I wouldn't have been able to accept that. Whereas I think I'm in a better place now where I was able to. And that's great. I'm glad I got to that point. I don't know why. I don't know what let that happen, but you know, sometimes stuff changes in one direction or another. Where am I? Where am I going? There's so many different directions. Okay. East to Waterfall Cave or west to Lava Cave? North to the mountain summit. I think we want north. Another thing that helped was knowing that, like, the people I was going to see were also, like, nervous in similar ways. Like, because everyone has that anxiety, it's like, it lets you kind of focus on, like, okay, I want to make sure that other people feel comfortable right now. And then you can worry, or at least this is not going to work for everyone, but for me, it's a lot of, like, if I can focus on someone else, I will stay out of my own head a little bit. If I'm anxious, but I'm with a person who I also know is anxious, then I can focus on them, and it just doesn't get under my skin as much. Custodian of Mount Snow Peak. Yeah, agreed. Having a human body is way more stressful than it should be. Agreed, Lily. Yeah, and that's true. You can definitely get too fussy. I get a little more like, hey, we can just roll with the punches. That's more my style of just like, hey, let's hang out or whatever. If something goes wrong, it's no big deal. Let's do something else, or let's focus on something else. That's just the way I end up behaving naturally, I think. Hugh sucks. Gross. Thanks, Gladstone. Ooh, free cabin. Be gone and come again. Do you have any treasure here, sir? Oh, he sleeps in a crib. I bet a rocking bed would be really hard to get in and out of, but would be very soothing to actually sleep in. Okay, so I'm guessing this is climbing and this is the fireplace. Down here is the fireplace. Where did he say this led? Somewhere, surely. Big ass tree. I don't think I can chop this tree down. I think it's too strong for me. Oh, I can. Okay. Oh, that's like a super, it was like a super pine. Okay, I should turn this bounty on then. Because the bounty person is right here. Is this also a... No, it's just like a normal tree. Okay. Yeah, that was the way I came. I want to go this way though and see what's over here. I bet it's something cool. It's a cave. Right. Can I even go in here right now? I bet not. Or I bet there's like some sort of... I feel like I remember this being... Oh, right. This is like a whole fucking thing. I don't want to deal with those right now. I'm just gonna enjoy this nice night music again. I'll slip into my music appreciation ASMR voice. I guess this is actually ASMR soft speaking and not ASMR whispering. ASMR whispering and soft speaking are there's a contentious difference depending on depending on who you talk to. Some people prefer whispering and some people prefer soft spoken. For me, it depends on the ASMR person, artist, ASMR artist. Because sometimes soft speaking, I find, gets a little too loud, and it hits a... It's hard to explain. It hits a frequency that kind of gives me a little bit of a headache. It sort of wakes me up a little bit. It doesn't really give me the ASMR effect. But with some people, their soft-spoken voice does. I think it might just be like a pitch and tone thing. But generally, I do prefer whispering. That's just a fact about me and my tastes. I think I like whispering more because you get more of the P-pop sounds and the like hissing S's. And those I find very effective and relaxing. And you get those less with soft spoken. I bet you can't even really hear me that well, can you? That's fine. It doesn't matter. Yeah, a lot of people just don't experience ASMR. It's not a, you know, or, I mean, the thing about ASMR is that even if you don't get the tingles, and like there are a lot of videos or a lot of ASMR things that like don't give me what is classically understood to be an ASMR feeling, but they do just relax me, you know, so I'll watch them anyways. Like the number of things that actually give me that sort of tingling in the sort of back of my head, back of my neck, that is commonly referred to as ASMR, like that's the common understanding of it, is way, way narrower than the list of things that I actually just like watch. Like before I knew what ASMR was, I kept a playlist of videos that like made me sleepy, and some of them gave me that effect, but a lot of them were just like soothing, you know, just like someone, one of them was like I believe a Brazilian woman who was explaining the differences between genuine and counterfeit Christian Louboutin shoes, which is how I learned the phrase for counterfeit shoe in, I believe, Portuguese. I think it's Portuguese anyways. But it's, yeah, it's, you can still enjoy ASMR. Oh, Allie's here. I will call you, Allie. 1 second, and we can talk about ASMR. Whoops, I took a picture when I meant to. Oh, these both take pictures? So start and select both take pictures. Okay, well I just wanted to pause. Here we go. I'm gonna give Allie a call here. Let's hit this start voice call button. And hopefully it'll work. I don't hear ringing, which is usually bad. Hi. I'm gonna give you a screen share. How about that? Do you want the screen share of the game, or do you want the screen share of the game with the chat?
Ooh, with the chat would be nice.
Yeah, okay. I'll give you this nice OBS window then. You don't get sound either way because I haven't bothered to set up Banana, but you know.
Oh, Discord does it automatically, don't they?
It does it automatically if the application window that you are sharing is the application window that is producing the sound. But because of the way that 3DS capturing works, 3DS capturing the video and the audio come in through a separate cable. So there is a program that captures the video, but the audio is done the same way that you might, for example, if you were playing on your PS4 and also listening to a podcast in your headphones, you could connect an audio cable to your PS4 controller and then to your PC, and then you could hear your game audio in your headphones with the podcast. It's that same setup where it's reading it as a mic input instead of, it's
Okay.
It's a whole thing. It's fine though.
That sounds really annoying, and I appreciate the lesson.
It's a whole process. I really wish that, I mean, honestly, it's amazing that Discord did the thing Skype never seemed to be able to figure out, which was, I want to share this application means I want to share this application, including the sounds it makes. So
well, it's for gamers, so you know.
That's true. It's for gamers by gamers. I've heard.
Yep. Anyway, what's going on? How's the fantasy life?
It's pretty. The fantasy is pretty good. We have a quilted jacket. We have multiple careers that we're doing very well in. We have friends. We have a house that we own. We have a bird.
Wow.
Yeah.
A whole bird?
We have a whole bird. I left the bird at home because we got kind of shuffled along with the story. But we have a purple bird named Dollop. And I like.
I'm realizing I don't remember anything about this game because I don't remember pets.
Oh yeah, there's pets. It's like it's a bliss bonus. So you spend a bliss bonus and lets you get a pet, and then you can get a second pet and a third pet if you want.
Right.
And then they can be in your party.
That's great.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I'm a big fan. What's this?
Oh.
Crown Champion. Greetings, traveler. Although I have mastered every life, I have but this piece of wisdom to share. Enjoy your life. Don't take it so seriously. Harvest mushrooms, pick puffs, and get a taste of each life. Sincerely, the indubitable Crown Champion, Gladstone III.
Thank
so
you,
his legal name is Gladstone Stone III, so the royal family's name is Stone?
Yeah?
So she's Princess Laura Stone?
Yes.
That's the implication.
Maybe a cousin or an uncle somewhere.
Maybe that's
change
true.
names somewhere down the line.
I
You
guess
never know.
we also don't know if he's the paternal or the maternal grandfather.
Yeah.
That would change that. Oh fuck! What are you? What's your thing? You hit very hard.
Yeah.
Oh, I can. That's okay.
Okay.
I can. Oof. Oof.
Ooh. I mean, those moves are telegraphed, but boy howdy.
Yeah, it's not a very. I'm not a very good dodger in this game.
Oh yeah.
I don't know that we even have dodging because we are in a career that's like.
I never dodge in games.
It
I just
takes
don't
a
like
particular. I know what you mean. I'll dodge in some games.
If I have to, if it's like a
Yeah.
big part of it.
It's a lot of like I'll drift in some racing games, but not all of them. It depends on a lot of things.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of the game that I'm the most dodgy in now. What do I dodge in the most?
Nier was a big dodgy, but that was automatic, so.
Yeah, that's true. It
Oh,
didn't
do you
have to be
quick step at all?
but,
Are you a Yakuza quick stepper? Because I don't do that.
No.
I just punch people.
Yeah, I play Yakuza on easy specifically because I don't want to spend a lot of time fighting. It's not because I find the fights terribly hard. I just don't, that's not where I want to spend my time.
Yeah.
Which I think is a way that a lot of people should think about difficulty and don't. It's just like, where do you want to spend your time? Also, I guess sometimes when you play on easy, it's not the fighting systems that are cool or maybe less fun, and there's that aspect too. But for the most part, I just don't like. I don't like spending a lot of time on fights that are repetitive, like Yakuza, as much as I like those moves and stuff. I wouldn't.
It's a long game.
Yeah, I wouldn't eliminate the fighting entirely. That's the thing. Is I like, and also boss fights even on easy mode they're still a thing. So you still get it.
Yeah. You still have to keep running through buildings and
yes.
going through.
So much of it is these like cinematic moments that just happen regardless. So
yeah.
So how are you doing?
I'm good.
Yeah.
I made curry and it's awful. But it's fine.
Have you ever? Is curry like a thing you normally make, or was it like a first try?
Well, it's like boxed curry, and it's a brand I haven't used before. So
I bet that's really. I've never tried boxed curry, but I've heard there are some really good boxed curry experiences, but I could also imagine that like any boxed food, there are gonna be some bad experiences in there as well.
Yeah, I've had luck with Vermont curry, but Java did not do it for me. It's just not very flavorful, and it doesn't like thicken up the way that it's supposed to.
Oh, well, that's not great.
Did not love it, but it's fine. What are we doing with this? Mountain door.
There's a mountain door? Oh, right. I have to unlock the mountain door. I thought you meant like in the fishing area. I was like, where's the door?
Ooh. Oh, if only. Okay, what's our job now?
So right now we're mainly a wizard, but I took on a bunch of careers, a bunch of lives, sorry. So we technically are, I got everything except like the big fighty ones, really. Like I didn't get, hunter, paladin, or mercenary, and I didn't get blacksmith, but I got, like mining and, wood cutting and carpentry and tailoring and fishing and cooking and, a lot of the things that are useful to have just in terms of stuff that you access around the world. But also stuff that Streusel's done in previous seasons, like cooking and sewing. So it's just, we're not gonna 100% those. Like, I think the focus should still be on witchcraft.
But she has those skills.
Yeah. she is a versatile and well-rounded individual.
Yeah, this is like post-graduation.
Yeah, I think so. Even though she like definitely started from scratch I mean, maybe she went to that cat and the cat was like, hey, you know how to do prank magic and nothing else? So we need to really start with the basics with you. That would make sense.
That's a tough one. It's a specialty that can't be used in the simple town of fantasy life.
No, there's too much stuff that wants to kill you.
Mm-hmm.
You can only prank so much of it.
Oh. Oh no. That's a bug. I don't think.
Yeah. It's like a magic bug.
Okay, well, okay.
There we go. That's a white bell.
Oh, that's what we're on the lookout for.
No, but they're just nice to have. If they're good for like dyeing stuff and like
Oh, true.
other purposes I don't remember. Mostly dyeing stuff.
Yeah, I remember liking this game, but not finishing it, and like not a bunch of it. I think I got up to the like desert town.
Oh, it's a shame you didn't finish that. I'd like the conclusion to that a lot.
I should go back to it.
Yeah, it's the. I've been kind of like the story is. I feel like the story. Well, in my memory, the story is quite short, but I guess I kind of lost a lot of time to this game, so I'm not really sure how long anything was. Oh, I can't do anything to this. All right. Even if I find the sweet spot? Nope. Okay. I'm not a
frozen
beefy enough
tree.
woodcutter.
Yeah.
But there's the main story is like relatively short. Like I think the thing you could lose a lot of time in is the grinding to fill out all the lives, and that's the stuff that's not really as necessary.
Yeah.
Although it is really cool when you like become a master in a life. You get like a little scene. It's very fun. Deadly fangs.
Snapdragon.
Kill and be sure to smile. Let's kill them.
Yeah.
I was playing a bunch of Assassin's Creed last night, so honestly, I had just like a flickering moment of instinct, just like, oh, I need to kill Hughes. And that's not this game. I am not going to hide in the grass and then stick a knife in Hughes's back. Probably. I don't remember how it goes, but probably
that's
not
something
that
you can
way.
master?
No. Can I go? I feel like I remember going in this well. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh.
I did.
Oh,
that
what was this?
That was an accurate memory.
What's this little guy?
I found some Daredevil aid. I don't know what that
Okay.
is. I should definitely talk to this little guy.
Yeah, what's going on? Oh, okay, yeah. All sorts of mining goods. Okay.
Okay.
Thanks, Molly.
I'm not like a good miner, but magma ore. Well, that's beginner miner gear. Why would we buy that? Why does this need to be okay? Why does this need to be female, male? It's just a one of them's pointier than the other, but it's the same fucking. That's silly. They're both ugly hats with goggles on them. Come on, just make it unisex.
Yeah. Is this game like that with more clothes? You can like make stuff, so.
Yeah, but some of the clothes, I don't know. I feel like for every like category, there's like a male outfit, a female outfit, and then the unisex outfit.
Mm.
I need a health thing in here because I don't have a health thing in here, and that's bad.
You can't just eat those carrots.
Good, though. Yeah, I need to put like a food thing in here. I'll put this in case I'm in a fight. And then I need like a. What do I just have a glut of? Oh, I guess these. I already have these. Wait, are those raw or are those fresh? Okay, it's grilled. Okay. Let's eat this then. All right.
Uh-oh.
Usurp's actually a pretty small word.
Yeah.
Especially compared to nefarious and machinations. Machinations?
Machinations, I think.
I think I would say machinations, but that seems wrong. This guy sucks.
Okay. I don't know that I believe that.
Help like mercy kill?
Just leave the guy alone. The dragon can't just nap. It's in the name. Ooh.
Who would be?
I mean, we are meddling.
That's true. Like, to an extreme degree. I joked about killing him, but she super drew her sword. So... A doomstone.
Uh-oh. Animals filled with the doomstone's energy.
Eyelids at half-mast is a good phrase.
Yeah.
That's not a great phrase. The assumption stick isn't...
Don't love it.
Doesn't work as well.
The nap dragon's on a rampage.
Oh boy. Time to pick up our assumption sticks and get to work, folks. I wish I had my bird or my weird fluffy thing.
It says that you can't, like...
I could, like, teleport home, but then I couldn't teleport back here, so it'd just be fucking annoying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You should have like a courier to send for your bird.
Yeah. Oh my god, look at that huge fish.
Ooh.
I bet that thing's too strong for us. If these trees are too strong for us, that giant lavender fish is definitely too strong for us.
Yeah. When you level up, you can get the trees down. What's going on, Snapdragon?
That didn't work at all, Laura. Well, yeah. There's one of these in the plains, too. Like, y'all, I'm sure, had to walk past this dragon to get to... Walk past that dragon to get to this one.
Yeah, but... This one's all doomstone-y. God, I love the relative size of head to body.
It's very good. It shouldn't be able to move. This is one of those, like... Physically, beasts should be able to fly. Like, physically, nap dragons shouldn't be able to stand up or sit even or, like, exist.
Very strong spine. Very beefy neck. The whole jaw.
Yeah, that'll work.
It might.
Dragons respond to royalty. Come on, what?
You know, he has authority on the land.
Is it like hungry or something? Or like gassy?
Oh. Loot.
How come he gets a loot, but I can't have a job where I have a loot?
Oh, is there not like a magician's class?
No, there's no like... Yeah, there's no like bard thing. I imagine that's one of those... That seems like one of the ones that maybe got cut or something. A bunch of them got cut.
Oh, I had no idea.
Yeah, I don't know the full list, but that's definitely a thing. Which is fair. They already have like a good dozen in there, so I'm not gonna...
Yeah, that's true. Has there been any updates on the Fantasy Life mobile game?
I think it's in beta right now, but I looked at it, I watched a trailer for it, and it honestly just kind of looked like this game, but like with a little bit of extra stuff. It just kind of looks like they repackaged a lot of it. It didn't look like the next thing. It just looked like a... yeah.
Like a re-release or whatever? Not like a sequel?
Yeah. Which, like, hey, I'm okay with that, but I'd maybe prefer it on... one in English, two, like, on my Switch.
Yeah.
Or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I remember being so disappointed when they were like, our next game is gonna be a phone game, but like,
Yeah.
if Nintendo publishes it, like, it's probably gonna be fine.
Yeah.
Their like mobile games lately have been basically fine. I guess they've been
true.
weird, like money-wise, but
They also did just launch the Professor Layton and the Curious Village on iOS.
Oh, did
that.
they?
I just started it because I never played those games.
Ooh. I know
That's also
Phoenix.
level 5.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, the Phoenix Wright games are, I think they're all on mobile, which is wild. They must be doing really well.
Yeah.
If they'd bring the whole thing. Like, I think
People
you can even
want
get the
it?
newest one on mobile.
Oh my god. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Dang. They have a history.
They do. They're exes.
My ex, the dragon.
I love that light novel.
A doomstone fell on the mountain. Now I have to travel to the top to stop my ex, the dragon, from eating me, or my ex, the dragon.
Okay, just let's crack this
Yeah.
code, guys. Oh, babies. Wait, what? How are they talking to it?
I think the king can
Speak dragon?
understand. Yeah. Ooh.
Struce, butterfly, let's go. Action team, assemble.
What?
They are X's. I'm just saying.
I'm now even more suspicious of before when he was like, "It's been a long time since we've locked horns."
Okay, well, let's go, I guess. Ooh, what's over here? Hey.
Oh. Ooh.
I probably can't mine this. This is gonna be like strong. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the strong stuff.
Now, who are you?
He probably
Plus
just
you
has the
wear-
same garbage everyone has, but... Ooh,
Hmm?
frigid. I mean, we'll be able to
Oh.
make this stuff at some point, but...
Are you gonna need to wear that to get higher up the...
No, this isn't... That's not how this really works.
Okay.
Thankfully.
I didn't remember if this
Mercifully.
game had, like, temperature weirdness. Like sweating and being cold and stuff.
This motherfucker. This is never gonna work.
I mean, you gotta try.
This is like an end game, like boss fish, is what this is. He's just gonna eat my whole fishing rod.
Oh, okay.
I'm making progress, but this doesn't seem...
Yeah, no. That fish seems pissed.
It's big?
Um.
It's extremely big.
Mm-hmm.
This is gonna take me 10 minutes. I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
I could do it. I'm satisfied that I could, but I don't wanna.
Yeah.
Whoops.
I mean, when you learn a skill, you can't just be going out there trying to get the biggest fish.
It's true. You have to pace yourself.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of like weirdly empty spots here where you think there should be like maybe goats or something. There's a cave down here. I don't know what that's. That's probably the waterfall cave. That's probably where that connects. Sorry, that's my stomach growling.
Oh, uh-oh.
I don't know why I ate.
You know, just settling.
Yeah. I'm a loud stomach haver. That's just how it is sometimes.
We accept you in your loud stomach.
I used to really hate sitting in class because my stomach would growl a lot in class.
That must have been the worst.
It's one of those things where it's like you can never tell how much, you know, because sounds that your own body is making like reverberate in your bones and stuff. So sometimes it's hard to tell, like, is this super loud to me because it's coming from me, like from inside of me, so I can like hear it. I can hear the inside and the outside part of it, or is it actually just super fucking loud?
Yeah, that's tough.
There's no way to know sometimes.
I drink like a liter of seltzer a day, so I'm just like a big burp person now. And it's something I've come to accept because I really like seltzer, so
That's fair.
it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, those are some evil babies.
Those are some evil babies.
Ooh-wee. Well, you can take them on. Do you know like a purification spell? Is this like...
No, we just have to smash up the rock.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, that's right. You don't have like the cutie moon rod or whatever.
No, I mean, I do have a heart-shaped wand. But... Oh, get away. Fuck, don't kill the babies. Ow.
Well, they're kind of getting in your way.
They are. I don't want to hurt them, though. There we go. There we go.
Okay.
Whoa, okay, we're good. That's the nice thing about these games is that, or this game is that the boss fights, most of them are just like, just do the secondary thing and it ends. So if you're not in a combat class, you're not going to be completely screwed. Because you just kind of have to hold out long enough to like smash a rock or whatever. And that helps.
Snapdragon.
Wait, is Chompy a baby Snapdragon? Because this is also
Oh.
what Chompy looked like. The pet of the weird guys, the wet bandits. They're not the wet bandits. It's Gaston, but it's Gus. No, it's not Gus. I don't remember their names. It's like they're named like totally. The one guy is named like stereotypical meathead character name, like Brutus or like. Oh, it's Butch. Pierre and Butch. Okay, thank you. Gus, Brutus. You know. Clive, I don't know. All that shit.
Yeah, I don't know that Butch is the stereotypical.
I mean, kind of.
Yeah.
Butch is
fair.
like the stereotypical, like, 1950s styled bully with his t-shirt sleeves kind of rolled up and like a cigarette pack in there.
Yeah. The mood has stayed even with modernization of the
I feel like Butch is one of those names that the only way you can address someone named Butch is to say, "Come on, Butch." Like, there's no other. Yeah. You can't just say, you can't say, "Hello, Butch." You can't say, let us go now, Butch." You have to say, "Come on." Let's scram, you know. So you have to say, "Come on, Butch," and then the only thing that can follow is "let's scram."
Yeah, a lot of scramming if you're a Butch.
Mm-hmm. This is good. This is a heartwarming conclusion.
What is Eric's whole face situation?
He's like a little boy with a bowl cut kind of thing. Or like shoulder length hair. He doesn't really have much of a face. He has some eyes.
Oh, Eric
like...
is the okay.
Yeah.
Who's the big guy with the
That's
eyebrows? Okay.
Yeah, he has like a big red triangle nose and then a sort of duplex eyebrow mustache situation.
I'm loving the eyebrows.
But not the mustache?
Well. It's a lot of look.
It is.
I prefer if you're gonna go bold to do so with your eyebrows over here. Is there like a chest up there or something? I want you to run up there and steal it. Okay.
There we go. Guarding a treasure. Treasure.
Mm-hmm. Let's go.
Fuck all y'all, eat my dust.
Ooh.
Oh, it's a goddess cog. It looks like a butter cookie. Or one of those cookies with the jam in the middle and the like sugar on top.
Oh. Have you had those cookies where it's like a dried like cherry in the middle? It's like that same exact thing, but it's like a cherry in the middle instead. Oh, they slap. It's like the same exact thing, but instead of jam, it's just like a maraschino, like candied cherry.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's very good.
I got to try some of those like nice when I was in Denmark, I was looking everywhere for those like stroopwafel things because they're like a European thing, but Denmark is very particular. I don't know what the story is, but like it's very hard to find non-Danish products in like Danish stores. It's like if you want gum and you go to 7-Eleven, there is like, I think there are like 2 kinds of gum, but most of the gum space is taken up by this brand called Stimorol, which is a Danish brand. Stimmer. It sounds like, I thought when I first saw it, I was like, is this nicotine gum? Is this just nicotine gum everywhere? Because it sounds like medicated, but it's just like nice gum. But I couldn't find stroopwafels anywhere because they're not Danish. But I went to Flying Tiger, I think it is, and they had like knockoff ones that were like these like waffle cookies with like this layer of kind of like sticky stuff in the middle that I think is mostly what a stroopwafel is. They're really fucking good. They were so good. They're like, I like a softer cookie anyway, but this is a nice
Okay,
balance of like
yeah.
soft and crisp, and like not overly sweet but still sweet. Anyway, there's a magic person appearing. I should probably stop talking over this.
I do want to know everything about Denmark 7-Elevens. Can we start with Slurpee flavors, but also we should address
I
this?
don't think they have any Slurpees. I didn't see a Slurpee machine. Actually, there were some machines, so there might have been a Slurpee machine I didn't notice, but I think they're mostly coffee machines.
Oh, well. Yikes. I think Slurpees might only be American because, like, I think there's 7-Elevens in Japan and they don't have those.
Yeah. They're
either.
also, like, a thing about Copenhagen in particular, I think, is there are 7-Elevens all over the fucking place.
Ooh.
And, like, I don't think any other convenience stores, at least, again, not in the area that I saw. It was just, like, 7-Elevens and then, like, a lot of grocery stores.
Oh, well, that's fantastic.
Yeah, they're all small grocery stores with very limited selections, but there's a lot of them. So, like, there's a grocery store that does good salads and another grocery store that has a good produce section. And
I mean, we both have an actual play podcast, so we know, but, like, I would love to bring back, like, a market, you know?
yeah.
Just, like, walking down the street, checking out who has, like, the best pears.
Yeah, I agree. That's a nice thing about, I guess a lot of European cities in general is that, like, they're dense in a way that allows for that kind of thing to exist in like, or at least exist partially, whereas like in Canada you can get that in some areas, but most of the time you're gonna have to drive a long way if you want to go to a fucking market. You're gonna be spending like 20 minutes in your car or something, and it defeats that's not the experience, you know?
Yeah, there's a ton of farmers markets like in the boroughs, but I live on Long Island, and the thought of like getting up early to go on a train to go to a farmers market in a park
and then you have to take
home.
the train back with a big basket of plums or whatever, and like, I don't know. Anyway, the sky is falling. And they're doing what they can.
Lily makes a good point that in New York you can get your produce at a sea town and then your meat at another sea town 2 blocks away, which is an important fact if you just want to peruse. Okay, the sky is falling. Is this the goddess?
This is a lady.
Okay. I'm just wondering her attachment to like the goddess Cog.
Yeah, the timing does seem conspicuous. Oh, good. Those people are savages. I know where it goes, and it starts out in a way that's bad, but it goes okay.
Yeah. That area of the game slaps too, so.
Yeah.
It pays off, I guess. I don't know. Character development, lessons learned.
Mm-hmm.
It is what it is.
For sure. May it smile.
Just where are these doomstones coming from?
I guess the sky.
Well, yeah, but is it just like an asteroid situation?
I don't know. Maybe they're like stars or like chunks of the night sky. I like this little song. It's very jazzy. The goddess Cog is still a weird... It's not a cog. It's a gear that has cogs on it. I think a cog is just the sticky outy part on a gear.
Oh, really?
That's my understanding, yeah.
I'm googling cog.
Don't, you're gonna get a bunch of steampunk stuff. You're gonna ruin all your Amazon recommendations like I did with all that fucking pottery.
I actually did. Okay, I'm gonna pin that for a second, but I'm gonna also read this definition, which is a wheel or a bar with a series of projections on its edge.
Oh.
So the
so
cog
then what
is
are the projections
piece.
called?
Mm.
I always thought it was that a gear has cogs on it, but I guess I was wrong.
Okay, I'm gonna look up those.
There must be like a specific name for the things.
Yeah, when I Google gear, it shows a bunch of pictures of apparently cogs now. So, of types of gears. Okay. None of this has cog. Maybe they're just the same thing.
I never heard teeth before.
Oh, teeth I've heard. Yeah.
I haven't. Huh.
I've heard teeth in reference to like saws and like.
Well, yeah, I've heard it in reference to saws, but that's because saws like bite into stuff, you know?
Oh, fair.
So it makes sense.
Yeah.
Saws are mouths and they chew up wood, is what I'm saying.
Anyway, NYX Cosmetics came out with like new eyeshadow palettes, and since the thing I did yesterday was just look at a bunch of makeup, I was like, oh, this looks really good, and it was like the first thing that I'd seen in like 20 pages that like looked like something I would buy, and it was like, here's our new collection inspired by steampunk aesthetics, and I was like, don't do that to me.
Oh boy.
Why would you make me feel like that tonight? But they're kind of cool. It's one of them is Machinist, one of them is like Ignite, and then I think the one that I liked was oh, it's also Steam, but the Ignite one is really nice.
That sounds good. I have had such mixed results with NYX's eyeshadows. Like I have one of their earlier palettes, I think it's called like Sweet Dreams or something, and it's crap. It's
really?
Such crap. It's so bad, but it's like several generations of eyeshadow ago from them, and like I'm sure their formulas are different now, but like because it's a palette that like when you go on their website and stuff, it is always on a deep sale. I think because it is bad.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I feel like recently they were like, oh, we can just be Elf? Wait, Elf can do that? And then they were like, okay, let's change all of our formulas and like open stores and malls. Which is good for them. Good price points. But yeah.
Gravity Free, I don't want to spoil the game, but King Eric is Laura's father, but it's not gross. They address it, and it's okay.
Wait, what?
It's because King Eric is like a little boy right now, and it's...
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I thought he was just like a short man.
Yeah, that would also make sense, because I guess I did kind of spoil this already. I just spoiled it now. You know, his like dad is also like tiny, but it's fine.
Well, so long as his dad is tiny too.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's all fine. Everything's above the board here. It's okay. Butterfly, where have you been? You missed out on all of the action. Weird.
You don't say. I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah. Hand it over, Goddess Cog. Laura left your party.
Bye, Laura. Oh, speaking of Laura, I have to continue watching Twin Peaks.
Oh, where are you?
I like stopped right at season 2 because I was like, this is a good stop part.
Yeah, it is. like season. Some people don't like season 2. I like season 2. Everything after season 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair.
Everyone feels differently. I think it depends on what you're there for.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the thing. People said season 2 was like less soap opera-y, and I was like, I can take my
Yeah,
time.
it is, but also isn't. I don't know. I think it still does stuff that I was interested in.
Okay.
Actually, wait. Now that I'm thinking about it, season 2 is still extremely soap opera. Unless I'm misremembering some stuff as being from season 1. Uh, no, I think season 2 is extremely soap opera.
Okay.
Just in
Fair
different
enough.
ways, just in less obvious ways, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, all of the like, that's the thing with season 2 is that like all of the puzzle pieces are there. I know who wants to sleep with
Yeah,
each other, so like,
yeah.
there's still gonna be a plot around that.
The thing that like made that show tricky for me afterwards is like I'm not really good at um if I like attach to a show, you know what I mean? Like if a show works for me and I keep watching it, it's usually because it does a particular thing. And if it
Mm-hmm.
switches what thing it's doing, I'm not good at handling that. Even if it was like a separate show, maybe I would still watch that or whatever. It's like if it filled this one role for me, I have a hard time accepting another role for it. Like this happened with Downton Abbey and Mad Men as good examples of just like the first couple seasons of those shows, it's very much about like characters operating within historical context. And then the
Mm.
historical context kind of moves into the background and it's more about character drama. And that does it less for me.
Yeah.
Um, or at least, if that had been the pitch from the start, if it had been like that from the start in the same sort of ratios, I would have probably stuck with it or been fine. But the fact that it like switches up a little, it like throws me off, and then I just kind of stop watching. And I think
Yeah.
that's kind of how I feel about Twin Peaks. Of just like I probably would have stopped watching that show if I hadn't been watching it with someone else, and if other people hadn't been like waiting with bated breath to see, is she gonna like it? We all love this show, and we want to know what Janine thinks. And like, so it's like, okay, well, I gotta finish this now.
Uh,
If not for that, I probably wouldn't have finished it because it's just like, this is not what I'm here for at all. This is all a bunch of stuff that like I think is silly, to be honest. I think a lot of the stuff that happens in season 3 is like, I bet if I like sat down and had it all explained to me and like had a deep talk about it, maybe I would feel more strongly about it. But like, I mostly just think it was silly.
I feel like the thing with season 3 is that like the time gap there probably did so much for a lot of people that like isn't gonna
Yeah,
do for the people who are jumping in now.
and their hands ended up being tied because like several of the actors died, so like there's only so
Mm.
much that they could do at that point.
Yeah.
Who am I supposed to be killing? I need to kill stuff. Oh, Elderwood. Waterfall Cave.
Oh.
Elderwood. Okay. So I need to kill some jellies in the Waterfall Cave.
Sounds easy enough.
Yeah. You know what show I went back to? I haven't watched it in a bit. I still need to finish it, but I went back to it while I was in Denmark because all of the time I had to like hang out with people, they weren't around. Like all my free time was like everyone's still at work. I can't do anything, so I just started watching a lot of Ripper Street, which is a show that I watched like a while ago, and then there was a whole thing where they didn't know if it was gonna be able to continue and stuff, and I kind of didn't watch after that. But I was rewatching it with someone, and that show is not perfect, but is really fucking it. The way they do the like we have to change things up because we can't just keep doing the same thing for multiple seasons is really good. They sort of let their characters, it's a procedural, so they have their like, oh, this is the smart boy and this is the strong boy and this is the one who's like morally dubious. And the thing they're not afraid to do is to make the morally dubious character, like, give him, like, a really good character sort of swerve, and to make the like, smart boy hero who, like, you know, most procedurals make their sort of lead dude kind of untouchable, of just like, okay, we can make him sad and we can make him damaged, but we can't really make him, like, reprehensible or anything. We can't make people turn on him. Ripper Street is not afraid to do that at all. Ripper Street is like, no one is sacred on that show in a way that's like, doesn't feel cheap or exploitative. It just feels like this is the way life is sometimes. It feels like sometimes a person who is very smart goes through some shit, and then they make some bad calls and they kind of change who they are as a person, and like that's just how it goes. And sometimes people change for the better. Sometimes people do, you know, make a good change in their life, and that doesn't always last. And, you know, there's all these sort of aspects to it that, like, I appreciate it because it just feels like stuff that a lot of, not shows, like a lot of shows do this, but it's like prestige kind of shows. It's not procedural shows that, like, procedural shows really like to just kind of do the same thing forever and not take a lot of risks with characters. So
I
it's
had a
nice to not.
Go on.
That's all. That's all.
I had a similar thing where I like just decided I was gonna watch 3 seasons of Suits in like a week.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just watch a thing, but it's weird because it was like it was airing. Oh, like I knew when it had aired and I was watching it when it had aired, but like watching it at once and seeing it change from like plucky dude who, you know, is trying his best and isn't a real lawyer but is a genius, so he is, to going like, oh, Breaking Bad was really popular then. Like, this is the point where all TV shows were trying to make it Breaking Bad. And then it was all like different lawyer politics and like people trying to take over the firm and put their name on the door, and I was like, this is still fine, but it's just not like fun anymore.
Yeah. That's the thing, is it still has to be fun. It still needs to do the thing it set out to do. And a lot of the time when things do a swerve, it just kind of doesn't feel like that anymore.
Yeah.
That was the thing with, like, I really, really love Downton Abbey for a while, because I'm an asshole who loves, like, I like Victorian and Edwardian stuff. It just interests me. I'm very, very, very white, and I can't help it. But I think there was a point where they did, like, a whole sexual assault plot on that show, and I was just like, I'm out. I'm not here for this. And, like, I get it. It is a problem, but this is not how I think I wanted that problem addressed. Because it just became a problem of, like, well, now she's not gonna, you know, now we fixed this thing for this couple. Like, they went through so much bullshit, and now they're together. And then the obstacle du jour for them is, oh, she gets sexually assaulted and then doesn't want to talk about it. And that just is the rest of the season for them. And it's like, I don't fucking think that's good at all, actually.
That's not great.
I don't want her trauma to be the new, like, you know, before it's like, oh, he's wrongfully accused of whatever, or like he, you know, has a handicap, or all this stuff. And like, then it just becomes, oh, well, yeah, she's traumatized and now it's her fault. Like,
that's a bummer.
It was really exhausting.
I didn't think there could be like a worse post hookup than like Jim and Pam from The Office.
Yeah.
Just, like, turned out that they like kind of weren't happy with each other, and the rest of that show was just like, oh, they're kind of happy but they need therapy.
Yeah.
But like, that's better than being assaulted, I guess.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
What the hell is this thing, by the way? Is this like a bug, or?
Oh yeah, what's the whole... I guess it's kind of a bug.
It has like big horns.
That's
I hate
like
it,
a
honestly,
cockroach
but,
situation, yeah. I don't like that it like turns its head to like swing you with the horns.
Yeah, I don't care for that.
It's not. What are we in here for?
Murdering, mostly.
Okay.
I don't
Yeah.
think I'm
well,
even. I need to kill slimes mostly, not these like bugs and lizards. But I don't
turn your
really know where
way.
I'm going. So that's how it goes sometimes. Okay.
Yeah.
There's treasure here, which is important.
Okay, yeah. Oh, maybe that dude back there will just never... Is that a hat? Is that a
It does look
lizard
like
with a
a.
hat on?
It does look like a lizard with a party hat.
Maybe you should
think.
come over here. Come on down. Join the party. No. Oh,
Whoa.
okay.
Hey. Shit. Okay, one sec. Oh, I can't go this way. All right.
Oh. Is this the person you need to beat up?
No, I don't need to have anything to do with this guy. We're
Oh,
here.
well.
Did that hurt him? That kind of hurt him. Oh, fuck
Oh.
me.
He has something to do with you.
Excuse me. I have to eat a fish.
Oh.
Ah. How hurt are you? Are you like super hurt or just a little hurt?
I think
Crap.
halfway.
He's like, oh god. Okay. All right.
Another one of those like turbo
Yikes.
magic spells. I think you'll be good. Do you know like fire stuff?
I do, but he's like a rock man, so maybe wind?
Oh, maybe.
Hey, buddy. Yikes. Fuck you. Hey.
Oh, okay, now. Oh.
I don't know if that did more or less damage than the other thing was doing.
Isn't this like a frozen place?
Yeah, that's a good point, actually. That is a good point. He's a rock man, but this is a frozen place. That's just
Plus,
math.
fire is always the most damaging. Even if you're a fire guy, like, it... Well... well, okay, maybe the ice is the best way. We got this.
I'm also, like, out of
Oh.
business. That's a problem.
Do you have a sword? You change your job, like, on the fly like that?
I mean, if I had a sword, I could whip it out, but I don't know that a sword's gonna do me much good compared to magic.
Yeah. I would say, you know, you got like 2 more hits left.
I don't even think I have a dodge. I would like one quite a lot.
Oh, this whole like circling.
Circle strafe.
Yeah. This is one of the games that you drift in.
Yeah, this is my #1 drifting game. Oh, Jesus.
You're almost there. Oh, well, you need to...
We're getting there, we're getting there.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Damn.
That's what you get. Oh, and you increase your level.
Hmm.
God, I love the bounties in this game.
Yeah, I like it. They're very satisfying to just drag along.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the follow was always so good on this. Which is a weird thing to say, but like...
Mm-hmm. I know what you
It's
mean,
an important
though.
thing to get right, yeah. Ooh.
I think the bounty should be fine if I just leave it there. Why is there a lot of sleep antidote in this waterfall? What's the story there? I'm also hurt and I don't have anything slotted for healing me, so I should sort that out for sure. Sure, the superior egg roll. Sounds delicious. Here we go. These are the things I need. Whoops. Now, I don't know what these count as, but ice seems to hurt everything pretty well, so...
Okay. This little tofu swamp situation?
Oh, I don't know that it's tofu. I don't know that we want to be eating these. Frankly.
Jello. Green gel.
Oh, that's good. I need that for bombs.
Well, there you go. Gotta stock up.
What the fuck is that? Okay. I still have some kind of gel killing quest, so I need to... Oh, fuck. Annie's snoring behind me? And it just sounds like someone's slowly letting air out of a balloon.
Oh.
It's just like a little honk every now.
Yeah, cats have such weird snores.
Yeah, she's also like very snorty in a way that like always it sometimes it's fine and then sometimes it worries me. Like I don't know if she has allergies or if she just has like a weird shaped nose or something. Sometimes she breathes a little louder than I would expect a cat to. There's just some snortiness there.
Yeah. I think she's fine.
Yeah, I mean she's seen vets certainly and they didn't seem to care how she was breathing, so she might just be a little snorter. That's how it goes sometimes. Do I have to kill more goop? I thought I had to kill more goop. Elderwood, elderwood. Oh, I guess I got both of... Okay.
Ooh. Oh yeah, just one each, huh?
This is weird. Why is it defeat 1 mountain jelly and then defeat 5? Why do you have to stretch that into 2 things? Come on.
Maybe they didn't expect you to be like high level enough if this is your first trip to this.
Maybe. Speaking of Jello, do you remember... It would have been when you were little because it was when I was relatively little. But there was like a big marketing campaign for making Jello with like ginger ale so it was all bubbly and fizzy.
No.
Huh.
I don't remember
I don't think
that
it
at all.
even worked that well. It would just like set the gel with some bubbles in it, kind of.
I'm surprised that I didn't know that technique because really the only other time I interacted with Jello is when I put like shark snacks in it, and like it was like an ocean.
What? Shark snacks? Oh.
So you would put like little little gummies that look like fish, and then be like,
that's a really good idea. I love that.
Really? You haven't seen that before?
No.
It's
the only thing I've ever seen. Oh my god. Leave me alone. The only thing I've ever seen like put in Jello is like fruit and vegetables and shit like that. Like never really.
I'm surprised you haven't seen everything put in Jello at this point, considering.
Well, I mean, that's the thing is my interest in stuff being put in Jello is usually sort of restricted to like the 50s through the 70s.
Okay, yeah, fair.
And I don't think they had shark snacks at that point. They also were not at all interested in making delicious things with the Jello, so
yeah, this is fair.
That would also kind of be a thing there. Does something happen if you put Swedish fish in Jello?
They're kind of big and they're red.
Do they like melt?
Yeah, maybe.
Oh. Yeah.
Cornstarch is the problem.
Yeah. That's actually kind of good to know about Swedish fish, though.
Oh, that they're cornstarch and
Yeah,
what?
not gelatin. Sometimes I feel like when I eat gelatin-based candies, my stomach just feels like it's full of, I don't know, gelatin. Because I mean it is, but like it just feels bad to be living that way.
Oh.
Like if I eat more than a tiny little serving of gummy bears. If I eat I got carried away watching TV sort of amount of gummy bears. That feels gross.
Yeah, I've never been big on gummies. Shark
No?
snacks are different because they have like a little bit of a harder texture. And
Oh, do
like
you like a harder? Are you like a jujube kind of gummy person?
a little less than a jujube, but yeah, I would say like the dots. A dot is a fine one.
Oh,
Um,
I'm the total
but
opposite. I hate those things. I also I don't even like Mike and Ike's.
Oh, Mike and Ike's are fantastic.
I just don't. I don't like jelly beans. Like I don't like that. I'm okay with a Jelly Belly because they're like softer. But I like a soft gummy. Like I really like Japanese gummies, especially the ones that come like individually wrapped. You know, like they have like a little plastic shell and then like a piece of foil, and you peel the foil, and the gummy kind of gets stuck to the foil. And then you like peel it off. It's just like a single beautiful. They're usually kind of ornate. Like you can get ones that are just like, this is shaped like a dinosaur, and this is shaped like a whatever. I love those though because they're like extremely soft. And it's great. Oh shit, look at that panther.
Uh-oh. Oh. Goodbye. Oh, did you lose your other bounty?
No, I turned it in.
Okay.
This is a bounty person hiding in the bushes over here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Who's that lion?
I think that's a buffalo.
Oh. It looks like a lion from here.
That's fair, it does. It's very like,
like a
fluffy
mane and a snout. Yeah.
You're not wrong. Do I need to kill more of these things? I don't remember. I honestly don't remember.
I mean, if you can, you might as well, right? Get the materials.
Yeah.
That's a good spell.
It is. I feel like I'm overusing it and it's boring, but it just works so well.
If it works, it works.
Yeah. I mean,
Also, this is early.
Yeah. It eats mana like no one's business, but other than that.
These guys just chilling. He took that whole roast.
Yeah.
And you're not even talking to that guy.
No. That meat's mine now.
Yikes.
You shitty lizards.
The monster design in this game is fantastic.
Yeah,
I mean, a
very
lot about this game
head-heavy,
is really good.
but
yeah.
like...
But good. Buried.
Yeah. I went the wrong way. There we go. Alright, I think what I'm going to do is we're going to go to the Elderwood. We're going to get rid of our stuff in the Elderwood. And then maybe we'll be able to level up to being an even better witch. I think that's my goal for now.
Okay, that sounds reasonable.
And I'll call it. Because the Elderwood is like just around here somewhere, I think. Did I still need to kill a wolf? I feel like I still need to kill a wolf. Now that I'm thinking about this. Hang on here. Yeah, I do have to kill a wolf.
Defeat 10 of them.
Oh shit, I have to kill more of those chickens too. I knew it.
You're gonna be busy.
And mustard.
Old
I
man's
need to
mustard.
kill some mustard. I need trout. Ugh, I should have killed those other chickens. I only need 5, so that's not too bad.
That's a lot.
I wish we had a horse. We're still working towards that horse.
Okay, yeah.
We'll get there. We're gonna make that happen. I have a name picked out and everything.
Ooh, okay. Exciting. Are there other mounts in this game or just horses?
They're turtles. You need a separate license to ride a turtle than to ride a horse.
But of course, I mean, come on.
Yeah.
They're 2 different things.
They are. It's true.
A turtle license, if only.
Why do these chickens have pine nuts?
Right? Pine nuts are great. That's a good nut.
Mm-hmm. Maybe they're whipping up some pesto.
Yeah.
This fucking panther thing. Shit. It's fine because the bounty person is right here. But if the bounty person wasn't right here, I would not bother with that fucking panther.
Yeah. I remember being very annoyed by that panther.
Yeah, it's because it's so hard to turn down that. Because the thing's right, it's just so hard to just be like, no, I don't need that. I don't need a thick fang and some money.
Mm-hmm.
Because you do. You do need both of those things. Almost certainly. Oh, here we go. This is fucking Razorbeak Town down here.
Yeah, this is chicken spot.
Yeah.
I think this should be 4 and 5 though.
I think so. There we go.
Oh yeah.
And we got a lot of chicken meat. So that's good.
Go home and cook it up.
Yeah.
Ugh, use all of my chicken on this curry.
Oh.
I just don't understand why it doesn't it's not flavorful. I feel like I fucked it up because I put cornstarch in it, but
No, cornstarch is a perfectly good thickener. Like I don't
yeah.
think that wouldn't fuck with the flavor.
I
That's why
just thought that
people
it was
use cornstarch, right? Like versus flour. Flour will fuck
Yeah.
with your flavor for
Oh,
sure.
this is true. Yeah, it's just kind of bland for
Can you put some? Can you put some sriracha in it or something? Like, will that get you there?
Do that. I might have to do that. Yeah.
Or if you have some cumin. Cumin's the big one for curry and stuff, right?
Yeah. Cumin's more like Spanish Mexican cooking.
Okay. See, I don't know. I don't know. I know the spices the internet tells me to put in things. I don't know necessarily what spices benefit what.
Yeah.
I've been very liberal with thyme lately. I've been putting thyme on everything, and that's been going okay.
Ooh.
But I don't really know why I'm doing that. I just am. I am, and it hasn't backfired.
Yeah, I'm so bad with spices. And it's I know it's not my fault. Every woman I knew was an Irish woman. Some of them married Italians, so there's we have a little bit of sense of what things should be. But I really just put garlic and red pepper on anything, and I'm this is good. This is all I need.
That'll get you a good bit of the way there.
Yeah, I just wish I wish it was a skill that I have, and I just don't.
Yeah. My tactic lately has been to season things a little bit past the point where I'm I should stop. And that has also helped. Because I find my natural I should stop point is you can't taste this at all. And my this might be a little too much point is oh, this is fine. Still not great, but it's okay. So that's my current approach.
Yeah. I'm usually just throw so much pepper on it that that's all I can taste.
Pepper's good, you know?
And then it's good. It is very good, so. Getting some suggestions in chat. Sugar and soy sauce. Yeah, I should have
Yeah.
just. I should have went with I should have just went with the Vermont stuff because that's really good because it's like flavored with apples, but it's also like a really nice spicy curry.
Mm.
So, oh, hi. What's going on?
That's a cat.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what I'm actually supposed to be killing here. So we're just gonna kill a bunch of stuff and see if that works.
Anton says, Chad, can you weigh on an argument me and my sister had? Is pepper a spice? Because I don't think it is. Why wouldn't it be?
It's a spice.
No offense to Anton.
It's
I mean,
extracted in the way that most. I mean, okay, if you're talking about. I mean, no. Even with red pepper, I think the way that spices are extracted is like really varied and stuff. But pepper is like pretty directly, you know, it's like done the same way like anise is and stuff like that. It's like, okay, you have like a seed thing, you have like a thing that's like hard and dry, and then you grind it up and it has a strong flavor. That to me is like, okay, this is a spice.
okay. Yeah, okay. I'm trying to think of what would disqualify it from being a spice. Whereas, like, as opposed to a seasoning?
I mean,
Is
look,
that
if celery seed is a spice, then,
yeah.
you know? I would actually, the thing I would entertain more, and maybe this is like showing my spice ignorance. The thing I would entertain more is saying that salt isn't a spice. And that maybe this is the definition of spice versus seasoning.
Yeah. Because that's the line that I would draw.
Salt's a mineral. It's not an organic thing.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
Whereas
this
like most
true.
other spices, it's like coming from a plant or things like that.
Yeah, also it's such a baseline to like so much cooking that it's
Yeah. Oh, that's true. There's spice and herb. So herb would be, I would say herb would probably be, you know, like your oregano, your thyme, your like dried up leaves and stuff. Right? And then spice would be like, here is this hard little seed we dried out for 6 years in a weird cask, and now you grind it up.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I would call anything that's an herb a spice, but I guess I'm wrong.
I mean, that's the thing. I would call anything that's an herb a spice. I wouldn't call anything that's a spice an herb.
Okay, yep, there you go.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second.
Oh shit. It's a big bear. Fuck off, bear.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
I had to like get up to put her on my desk. So she stop being a whiny.
Oh. Oh. What the hell are you? Apple. Oh, it's
Apple
yeah.
Joe.
One of those big monkeys. This is like a whole other place. We don't need to go right now.
The deep elderwood, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Mm-mm.
Please don't.
Whoops. I also left 2 bounties unattended, and that's making me a little nervous. It's fine, but it is making me a little nervous.
Okay, that's one. It's good that they're like static.
Yeah.
Oh.
I dropped them deliberately. I just wanted them together. think I need to be murdering these trees, but I'm doing it, so...
I mean, it's good to have wood.
It's true.
That's gonna be a thing that you use for your assorted things.
Yeah.
Oop.
Alright, this is a whole... This is a whole scene here. It's fine, they grow back.
No. Sorry. I put my cat onto my desk so she would stop meowing at me, and then she immediately started eating that bad curry, and I was like, no, 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 no.
Curry is not for cats. Annie has this thing where she is obsessed with licking inside of my coffee cups, but only after I finish the coffee in them. Whoa, this thing is bad. I'm not gonna fight this.
The only cat that I have that likes coffee is Cheryl, and what she'll do is like dip her paw into coffee cups and then lick it.
No. No, I can't. I can't with that.
Yeah, I'm not a coffee drinker, so it's fine, but like, hooey. She's a fool. That and potato chips are her big too.
Oh yeah, Annie loves the smell of a potato chip. Like she will be infinitely interested if I have a potato chip bag, and she will like jam her face in it. But whenever I try and like give her, like, I've broken off like a little tiny like bit, and I'll hold that out for her. She just doesn't know what to do with it. She just doesn't understand any part of how she's supposed to handle it. Same with plantain chips. She will beg for a plantain chip, and then I'll give her a little piece, and she will just like basically lick it for 5 minutes, and then she's done. I think it's just the salt on it, but yeah, she doesn't know how to chew it or anything.
Yeah, it's mostly just the salt they're after, which probably isn't good.
I think most animals are like that. They like licking salty stuff. I mean, me too, frankly, but
oh yeah, that's true.
you know. Whoops.
Is it like birds or rodents that you'd like give salt licks to just be like?
I want to say both, but definitely rodents.
Okay.
Oh Jesus, there's no good place for me to put this shit right now. Fuck you. Oh. Fuck off.
Oh, are they trying to steal your?
They'll hurt my stuff if I leave it behind. So I have to like kind of clear a bit of a path here.
Oh, you're going for the ape? Oh.
Yeah. Oops.
Turns to a single apple. That's so weird.
It's a oh, that was a Castile apple. The other one I got was a rainbow apple.
Ooh.
Whoops, I keep hitting the wrong button. Here we go.
Oh, that's one thing I don't know that, like... I wish I was better versed in apples. Because I think the apple story we've been told is ridiculous.
Keith and I have, like, we had this conversation when he was on of just, like, it's really hard to remember what apples you like and what apples you don't like. Because there's so many different kinds of apples, and they all have names that mean nothing.
Yeah, and then, you go anywhere, and then it's like, oh, this is a delicious apple. No, it isn't.
It's not. No, that's, yes, I think everyone agrees red delicious apples are not delicious.
They're horrible.
A red delicious apple is probably a really good apple if you want an apple that you can, like, hollow out and do some Pinterest thing with. Or, like, if you want to, like, do, like, a baked apple, maybe, and, like, fill it with cinnamon or peanut butter or something. I could see that working. But...
It's just they're everywhere, and I just don't know how they became the #1 apple. Like, who was the apple?
It's probably one of those things. It's probably one of those things where, like, the thing with like most tomatoes that you can get in stores is they're not the tomatoes. The tomatoes that are available everywhere are not like the best tasting tomatoes. They're the tomatoes that travel best.
Right.
So Red Delicious, I bet, is like the reason it's ubiquitous is probably because it's like really bruise resistant or whatever. Like it stays really pretty through the traveling process. So it just becomes the thing that
No.
as we do like truck farming, as it was once called, it's the thing. It's because it travels well enough that if you're shipping stuff to stores all over, then you just pick that one. But like,
yeah, I believe you, but
small,
like,
delicate, ugly tomatoes taste amazing, and these giant ones taste like nothing. But they like hold up, you know.
I recently had a conversation with Keith about tomatoes about the same thing because I was like, I bought this tomato to like slice onto sandwiches, and it's does not taste like
Yeah.
tomatoes that I can get from like a deli or whatever.
God, you know when you get a tomato that's like weirdly mealy, there's no flavor, but also the texture is just like there's like a grit to it. Ugh. Ugh. Terrible.
Stores should come with like guides to their produce, and then also they should come with guides on how to know if it's fresh. By
Yeah.
the way,
But then they wouldn't sell as much stuff because people would only get the fresh things and everything else that doesn't meet those standards. People wouldn't buy it out of ignorance. So
I mean,
I guess
there's nothing.
I guess the actual truth of that is like you give them a freshness guideline, but then you also provide like here are brown paper bags. So if you know you're not going to eat this today,
Yeah,
get the harder ones and put it in here, and then it'll be better. It'll ripen at home. Like that's how you market that. But
yeah. There's no worse feeling than being like, oh, I'm gonna go try out this new recipe. I'm gonna go to the store. How do I know which one of these potatoes is good?
yeah, I don't think it. Well, it depends on what you're doing with the potato, I guess.
Yeah, potatoes are one you can just kind of see by looking at it how it's going. But like an eggplant, who knows? Guacamole, you have the like the little. You can do the like green test. You can only do that once.
Yeah.
And then who could know? You have
Get
a lot
that
of
wiggle
stuff.
train, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I have apples for this man here.
Oh. The whole town's getting a delivery.
Yeah.
Dosh is such a good name for a currency.
It's pretty fucking good.
Gravity free.
How shitty was the Ben Davis apple?
Yeah.
Did they name it that because it just tasted like some man? Like, is that why Red Delicious was like, oh, this one tastes like an apple? Shit. We gotta start selling this one.
But there's other apples. There's so many apples.
Yeah.
That's the other thing is that like when you go to a place that has a bunch of apples, then you don't know which one to get. And they're like good for different things depending on if you're eating it or like putting it in a pie or like
a thing that like my dad and I tried to do once very recently was we just got two of like a bunch of different kinds of apples. And then we're like, okay, we're each gonna eat one of these apples, and then we're gonna come back and say what ones we liked best, and those will be the apples we get. I don't remember what the results of that were. I just remember I ate a lot of apples that week. Like, they just really blur together. I tried very hard to remember. I think I liked Pink Ladies, but I've had so many mixed experiences with Pink Ladies that I can't say for sure, truly.
yeah. Well,
There was honey inside that bear. Who would have thought?
yeah, I mean that adds up.
Okay. What's your problem? Cool. Let's... Oh, do I have enough? No, I don't have the stuff for this cat. Okay. That's fine. Let's turn in our business.
Let's do it.
Oh, you haven't seen our house. I'll show you our house.
Ooh, I would love to see.
There's a bird in it. I should get that bird. That bird has been alone all day. So we live in a dilapidated house, which is very spooky on the outside, but the inside is it's all refinished and beautiful. Can I still not bring Dollop with me? What the hell? I guess this is just like because I'm in like story time stuff still. Oh well. It's fine. Yeah, Butterfly's not here either, so I can't check my bliss. Well, that sucks.
Wait, where'd Butterfly go?
That's just because we're doing like story stuff, so sometimes it's just not how it goes.
Oh.
Yeah. It's fine. Pink Pearl is not a good name for an apple because it just makes me think of erasers. It makes me think of biting into a big eraser. And I used to bite erasers, and it's not like... It's not a thing I want to... It doesn't make you think yum. Like... It doesn't appeal to me. That's what I'm saying. It's not a good name. All right. Nice. We're an adept. Adept wizard.
Woohoo!
Ooh, falling star technique. That sounds cool.
Yeah.
Tell me about this falling star business.
Now this is a house that has a lot of luck.
Yeah. As a wizard, your special skill gauge will fill up as you attack. Once the skill gauge is full, you can unleash your special skill attack by pressing X. Okay, fights don't generally last that long for me, but that's good to have, I guess. I'm sure we'll get there. I'm sure we'll be fighting something big and scary at some point, and...
What a great look. Oh my god, that little sign and everything.
So Nox out here, being a weirdo. Yeah. I'm an adept. I'm not an apprentice. Nerd.
Do you get like a rival for each thing, or like
no. Yeah, you kind of. Well, there's other characters. Sometimes I think the cook has a rival, but like. Well, great. Now I can hang it with Nox, so that's perfect.
Good haircut, at least.
Is it? It's very blunt on one side. It's like a. The haircut is like. I think it's supposed to be like a broom, like the bristles on the end of a broom. So it's like flat on this side and like gathered and kind of narrow over here. See what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, he's trying to make the hat work for him.
I don't like it. I'm not a fan. I don't know. Whoops. Okay. I'm gonna go to South Castell. Every time I need you to know, every time I say Castell, I want to say Castile. And I know it's not that, but it's just like it's right there and it's so close.
I apologize, and I also appreciate that. Oh yeah, I forgot you can just come through and steal all their stuff.
Yeah, no one cares. No one gives a shit at all.
Yeah, I mean they're living their lives.
Oh, hi, buddy. I already did this for you. Oh, but that's a lot more money, so okay.
He says, I know, here's double.
Yeah.
I need some more carrots. Someone's coming and stealing my carrots every day. I gotta go fight more carrot monsters.
All right.
All right.
So I think that is a good session for today.
Yeah.
We're making good wizard progress.
Mm-hmm.
Big stretch. Thank you for joining me, Allie. Where can people find you?
They can find me at Allie_West on Twitter.
And you can find both of us on Friends at the Table, friendsatthetable.net. It's an actual play podcast about critical world building,
smart characterization,
and fun interactions between good friends.
Uh-huh.
I've never had to do the spiel before, so I don't know how to... I haven't been saying it every week for years. And yeah, I'm Janine Hawkins. I'm at Bleating Heart on Twitter. Yeah, I'm here every day in October playing Fantasy Life as the... I was gonna say Witchard-ess, Wizard-ess, Witchard. Witchard is a good... There should be someone named Witchard in this game. Like Richard, but with it's fine. Esther has been our character in the past 4 years of Magician's Quest / Tongari Boushi. We ran out of those games, but we're carrying on the tradition. Tomorrow's Thanksgiving. I will try to still stream. It might be a little shorter because I'll probably be very tired, but I'll try to we'll do a little story progress at the very least because we do have that lined up.
Your October Thanksgiving.
Canadian Thanksgiving. October is a good time for Thanksgiving because it's like a nice, it's not, it's still autumn, it's not winter. Whereas when you get to November, you're kind of rolling the dice.
Yeah, but like the Halloween Thanksgiving into having to do the holidays is like a nice transition into like having to deal with what Christmas is.
I guess. I mean, the thing I'll say about spacing, so Thanksgiving in Canada is the first Sunday of October, and Halloween is of course the last day of October, and then Christmas is, again near the end of December. So having things spaced out with at least like a month-ish between them makes the store holiday cycling stuff a little bit less exhausting. Because you get a little bit of like Halloween and Thanksgiving kind of blur together a little bit, but then you get a good stretch of just Halloween, and then you get a good stretch of like there's no Christmas creep because it's just like, okay, Halloween and then Christmas.
Oh, that's true. And then Christmas gets the
yeah, and then Christmas gets the full 2 months because they want to give it the full 2 months. You can still go to stores and find Christmas stuff right now, but like it's okay.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Tis the season.
So anyway, everyone have a good night, have a good evening, or a good morning, afternoon, wherever you are. And
bye.
Yeah, take care.